Peace, love, and light. It's Mika staying true, aka True Divinity. My loved ones, I want to tell you I had such a wonderful time yesterday at the Quartz Crystal Mines. It's Jim Coleman's Quartz Crystal Mines in Jessieville, Arkansas, right outside of Hot Springs. Now, that was some fun. We found some awesome pieces. I know those on Facebook saw the smaller pieces as well as some of the bigger pieces, but we actually have some really, really big pieces that are awesome. I still in the process of cleaning and all that good stuff, and then we're going to charge them up and place them strategically around our homes. And, kind of make slightly a grade kind of thing going on. We got some quartz crystals, clear quartz. Actually found one smoky quartz. We have a lot of calcite and I think a couple citrine. But it's nice. It's really wonderful to get out in nature and be able to, get your own natural elements and resources. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. It's early, and I don't even understand why I'm up right now. I kind of stayed up late, but I had an awesome time yesterday. But that's not the purpose of the video. I actually wanted to talk about these terms being tossed out loosely. We have queen, we have goddess, king, and god. Sometimes I refer to myself as a goddess, a queen. And the only reason why I do is because of my knowing what I know about myself. We have connections to our ancestors, and a lot of times we piggyback on what others tell us. We piggyback on what others think they know about us or where they think we're from. I myself am starting to get into astrology, and I'm learning, about my chart, my birth chart, and what certain things mean, being in certain degrees of, this planet or in this constellation, that constellation, whatever have you. And it's pretty much a decoding to fully understand yourself. The reason why I call myself a goddess is because, gods and goddesses, they know who they are. They know their strength. They know their vices. They operate with such strength and such knowing. And that's where I'm headed to. I'm working towards that goal. Not to be flustered by my emotions, but to accept them, figure out the purpose of them at that moment, and apply it the way that it needs to be applied, and then release. That is what gods and goddesses and kings and queens do. They can't get flustered in the heat of a situation. They have to adapt. I know those on Facebook always see me posting about water. Be like water. I am a water sign, which automatically means I'm drawn to water. But there is an understanding that needs to come with that being drawn to water. I know a lot of people are drawn to water. A lot of people think they understand the element, and what they have to realize is that it's you. Water is you. Air is you. Earth is you. Fire is you. What you have to learn is how able to balance out all these elements within ourselves. We are water to be able to adapt, to be able to adjust. We are fire because we are strong and we are able to fight. We are air because we are peaceful. We are earth because we are solid and strong. Some people look at us as being the fifth element. I believe that within us is the fifth element. Our inner being, our spirits are the fifth elements, which is what we have to release once we get to the point of ascension, of fully knowing thyself. Because that's what the whole goal and the whole focus is here, is to get back to being who you really are. And I think those who are really striving are the ones who can actually call themselves gods and goddesses, kings and queens. There are only a few that I will refer to as a king or a god. Oh my goodness, it might be one or two I might refer to as a god. I'm referred to as the queen sometimes, or a goddess by some of the brothers and sisters, and I appreciate that you see that quality in me, that you see that aspect in me. I call my daughter a moonlight goddess because, well, first off, her name means moonlight, but she's very emotional, and we know that energy comes from the moon. So it really fits her, it really suits her. But she's emotional for a whole nother reason. She is, those star seeds, I'm not too sure which one to place on her, but they're all labels, so it really doesn't matter. She has a knowing about her that is just so different. And the way she interacts with nature is awesome. It's almost as if, she really is a part of it. We have been taken away from it for so long. And to actually see someone, oh gosh, I'm really tired, so please forgive me. But to see someone interact in the way that she does, it's really awesome. Those of you who were able to catch her little video, I think you'll know what I'm saying. But the thing is people put titles and labels on things, and they're not really sure of what is behind it, or what expectations are placed on you. Even though we are not to have them, people still place them on us. A lot of people are not in that knowing yet. A lot of people do not realize that these are things that we have been conditioned with, being birthed on this planet. But that's the whole goal. Get back to the natural state of things. We have those who long for these resort-style lives, who want to live in these resort cities, thinking that's the good life for, like light workers or the awakened families, or, for our brothers and sisters, our star families and all that. It's not. We're not resort style. We don't need artificial swimming pools and big buildings with beds and big screen TVs. Although in this world, in this life, those are the luxuries. But in all actuality, they're not. Those things are temporary and they don't last long. What we should be wanting, should be longing for, are the trees and the natural ponds and lakes and rivers and streams, the ocean, natural elements, not artificial handmade things. I would take a cob house or a hempcrete house any day, and I will take being self-sufficient and one with nature any day. So, it's all in the way that you're living your life, all in the way that you're seeing yourself. I myself don't care for very many material things. I mean, I don't even have a television. No flat screens, no radio, none of that stuff. I have my vehicle, and my laptop, my cell phone. I don't strive to get these material things that aren't going to serve me well anyways. Music can corrupt the mind when you're not listening to the right stuff. The television can corrupt the mind when you're not watching the right stuff. Not to mention all the, the different waves and stuff that come from these devices and things. You want to cut that down to a minimum of direct contact as much as possible. There are things that people use to divert those waves. The organite crystals and quartz crystals and things like that. By all means, stock up on that stuff and get it right. Also, it's very important to detox the body, to get all the toxins out. It's very important to drink the alkaline water. Stray a little from those acidic foods, acidic drinks. Those of you who drink soda, those of you who drink carbonated water, all those things, they are highly acidic. I know some people like those sparkling cider drinks and anything that's carbonated is highly acidic, and it defeats the purpose of trying to have an alkaline diet when you're sipping on those types of drinks. What I want to say about it was just there and I kind of lost it, and it'll come back to me, but it's very important to know what you're letting into your body. Now, I know there are some who push being vegan, there are some who push being vegetarian and whatnot, but what I'm learning is there are certain vitamins and nutrients that our bodies need. Some of it is in meats, and sometimes we gotta humble ourselves and realize that we don't know it all. There are those who really put down people who eat meat just because of their lack of understanding or understanding. It's not a problem. It really isn't. It doesn't change your awakening or your godship or whatever. It doesn't affect that in such a way to where you have to feel bad about what you're doing. Our bodies lack certain cell salts. That's what I wanted to talk about. And the way to find them out actually is based on your zodiac, your birth chart. There are 3 that every individual lacks in their body. And every individual's diet is not the same as the next person or the other. We have to really, really, really know ourselves in order to dig deep and to live in this realm, in this world, the best way that we can. We're all, different. We're all made different. Although our makeups are the same, our DNA strands are different. Some have awakened certain DNA strands within themselves. Things are changing with this shift, and it's very important that we get back to knowing ourselves and being one with nature. I can't stress that enough. So, I don't know. With that said, I'm going to go back to this crystal situation here. I want to plan a trip with some of my sisters. Not too many because, we don't want to be renting too many vehicles. to head up to the mountain, but there are several quartz mines out here, and they're a lot of fun, digging through the red clay and all that, finding the quartz crystals. There's also a diamond mine here, and I want to take my sisters to enjoy one another, to build in our sisterhood, to bond, and to get us some crystals and some diamonds. I mean, why not? They're here, and you can get as many as you please, and not really expensive at all. So, with that being said, I'm going to say peace, love, light, and much balance. Please, 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 people, know thyself. And I don't mean go dig back into your ancestrals and, oh, I must be this, that, and the other because of this thing going on in Kemet, or because of Africa, or because of the Indians, or anything like that. No, I want you to dig deep into yourself and know who you are. Know what you need to live healthy and to live in oneness with this planet, and with everyone and everything around you. Don't care so much on the material things or the luxuries of this world, because in all actuality, artificial things are not a luxury. You want life. You want life around you. You want to breathe life in, not to consume death. And that's what we do when we focus on artificial things, because they don't last. That was the other thing I wanted to say about the carbon drinks. I told you it would come back to me. But, you know, we release carbon from our body. As we inhale the oxygen that the trees release to us. And when we exhale carbon, which the trees take in and convert to oxygen. Ask yourself this question. Why would you drink in carbon if you release carbon from your body? Don't get me wrong, it's okay to have a few of those drinks, but there are some who drink these drinks constantly. So just be aware of what you're doing, and keep striving to know yourself. Keep striving to live a better life, one with nature. And let's get away from all this artificial stuff and wanting to live these resort style lives, and let's get back to nature. Let's become those indigenous people that we once were, which I know was stripped away from our ancestors, but it's not hard to get back. It's a changing of your mindset. It's a releasing of the, I want to say westernized, but it's the left brain thinking. If we get over to the right brain thinking, we'll become more creative, and we'll see the way to do this. We'll see the way to create this certain lifestyle for ourselves. We won't think only on the logic because this is what we see around us. We'll realize that it's not that difficult first. And the saying is cliche, but there's nothing to it but to do it. So, also, hold on, one more thing. One more thing. All right, so we got the divine feminine energy that's on a rise right now in this new age of Aquarius. Awesome energy. Take it in, ladies. Take it in. And I say ladies more so because we've been down for so long. Not loving ourselves, not realizing that that aspect of us is divine and is actually the key element, the key And it's wonderful. It's the ultimate thing within us. It's the thing that ignites our power, that brings us back to that right brain thinking, and that teaches us how to really live and how to live in our divinity and how to be queens and goddesses. It's so awesome and it's so wonderful that it's rising, and I hope that all my sisters feel this energy and are embracing it and allowing it to become them. Because right now, I'll be real honest with you, because we have it naturally within us, stronger than men. I hate to say it. Now, there are some men who do have it strong, but those of us women who understand it and realize its importance and its significance, we have to learn to harness that power. That is why I'm celibate, because I'm learning to harness that, rather than releasing it all the time. Because that's what sex is. Intercourse, sex, whatever you want to call it, is a release of your divine feminine energy in the aspect of the liquid element. Okay, it is a fluid. There is a fluid within us that secretes and releases that energy through it. You have to realize that liquids are conductors as well. They harness and hold energy. That is why water is such an awesome element. But we have to learn to, I don't want to say manipulate it, because we're not using it in that sense. It is us. It is a part of us. And we also have to learn how to adjust and balance the masculine side as well. So it's awesome. This new age is awesome, you know. One last note before I go. Don't be so quick to judge others. Don't be so quick to allow your words to be so harsh. We are earth beings right now in this earth vessel. And we are full of what this flesh gives us. So that's emotions, that's feelings, that's thoughts, all these things. And we are supposed to be building each other up, helping each other get back to our natural states of being, which means that a lot of times we need to encourage each other. If you're going to give someone truth, honest, brutal truth, please make sure you do it in a loving way. This is a fight. It's a battle within. We have ego. We have our higher selves that we have to fight. I call it the battle of Armageddon, which in fact it is. Battle in the mind. And we have to realize that some moments are not so high. Some moments can possibly be low. Low vibrational moments in a person's life. And sometimes you can say the wrong thing that will pull them deeper into their lower vibration. And we're always saying it is a balance. And I stress it more than anything, because that's what we need to achieve balance within ourselves. So it goes back to knowing yourself. I mean, you can't stray from that. Ask yourself this question here as well. If our ancestors kept saying, know thyself, know thyself, know thyself, why would you simply go back to them when they're telling you to know yourself? They're not telling you to know us. They're not telling you to, hey, come study us. They're telling you to study yourself, learn yourself. There's a saying that says, to know thyself is to know the secrets of the universe. As above, so below. So within, so without. So, can't stress it enough. Know thyself. It's all right. I'm gonna go now. I don't want to ramble. I don't want to go on. to where I don't know what the heck I'm talking about after a while. So, on that note, I'm going to bid you all a fond farewell. Have a bang up day. Go out, have a ball, enjoy life, enjoy nature, hug a tree, kiss a tree, gaze upon the clouds, enjoy the sun, put your feet in some dirt, some sand, enjoy some water. Just strive to be one with nature. Peace, love, light, much balance. Until next time.